What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Gotti, and I'm back with another episode of the Black Barbershop, and I'm here with my boy Ace Boogie. What's the deal, my nigga Ace?
What's the deal? Welcome everybody to the best podcast that there is. We back for another week. I'm excited.
On me, and we back on the best podcast station ever, the Good News Radio Station.
All factuals.
We up in this thing, and we here just to get it going. So today, man, it's gonna be very interesting. We got some interesting topics. We actually had a big delivering message giving today, right? A big delivering message, I would say. My nigga Biden said that he's going to be running with Kamala. I want to talk about that, too.
That was terrible.
Yeah, that was terrible, because I don't fuck with Kamala at all. And I don't know what Biden is going to... Right, and I don't know what Biden is going to be doing at all. But we had some great topics for today. I did post an interesting topic, because I do want to touch on that when we get into that conversation later. The conversation is... Do the kind of person, well, not the kind of person, but I would say the type that your ex or wherever that person is that you used to date, do they have anything to do with the new person you dating? I do want to have that conversation because I know it's an interesting way you worded it, but I see it more so as, do you care about the person that your ex used? I mean that your now person that you're dating used to date. So that's gonna be interesting to get into that topic. But
I got my nigga Gotti in here off the wine. It's mine.
Yeah, we got that red wine going today, and we got before and
all
after.
Factuals.
Hey man, so before and after, elaborate on that.
I think before and after would just be. I think that's just the title. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I like that.
Yeah. So it's like the question is posed: do the type of guy that your girl dated before you, the type of guys that she dated before you, does it matter?
Yeah.
The type.
Yeah.
We're not talking about the guy. Yeah. We're not talking about necessarily being pressed over a guy.
Just the type of person that they used to date.
Yeah, the type of person that they might have been attracted to or in
before you, right?
Yeah. So it's before, and then obviously you're the after. So...
Okay, so you posed a question. You said, "How did we go from women?"
Oh, that's how I wanted to start it off.
Yeah,
that's how I just, you know how we've been starting it off lately, just like with a little funny ass question. So, I just decided that I wanted to start it off with that, and then we can go into the who needs to line up.
All right, I'm gonna pose a question. How did we go from women don't need men and the whole independent movement to men don't have our back? So last show, as we know, we kind of had that conversation about, does black men have any positive attributes that people can think about, or what positive things can you say about black men? And we did pose a question that, probably was interesting when we said, is the black man more disrespected than the black woman, right?
Factuals.
I kind of feel like this revolves around that question too.
Right. And I didn't say this last week, but you got to really think about it. The minds of everybody is shaped by Western society, right?
Right.
So, think about this for a second, bro. For the most part, the reason why nobody couldn't come up with nothing, why nobody can, I don't ever hear nobody say, because if you really think about it, we're looked at in everybody else's eyes, even our black women, we looked at in their eyes just like the white man look at us. These motherfuckers is athletic.
So you think
know what I'm saying? They strong, they buff.
So you really think that we look at each other the same way that white people look at us?
Bro, they the only people that trained you to look at each other a certain way. You get what I'm saying? And then that's why I said, it's only until you step out of that, and start getting knowledge of self, is when you start really understanding, like, oh, okay, this is what a black woman really is. This is what a black man really is. This is how a black man is supposed to be treated. This is how a black woman is supposed to be treated. You get what I'm saying?
That's interesting.
It's only until you step out of that Western society way of thinking and you get knowledge of self is when you start really realizing. Because, bro, you got to think about it. It's like the Malcolm X speech. Who taught you?
Right.
Before you even get knowledge of yourself, who taught you?
The white man.
Exactly.
So the question is posed, do we have black women's back? What do you think about that? As a black man, do you think that you have the black woman's back when it comes down to them being right or wrong? Because I know, we the only race who get asked that question. I don't think white people, Mexicans, I don't think Hispanics, I don't think Asian Americans, I don't think anybody is asked that question except for the African American race if we are going to be defending our women. So,
and that's why I had to say, bro, you gotta think like they're like women probably are disrespected. Black women are disrespected. I don't disagree with that.
So you don't.
But you're not more disrespected than a black man.
But let's
because even now, look, we still under fire for not having their backs enough.
But let's get into that conversation. What is having the black woman's back? What is having the black woman's back? What should a black man be doing to make black women feel safe or interest? I mean, feeling like we have interest in their well-being.
I don't know what more else we can do, bro. You get what I'm saying?
I feel like a lot of black men has lost their life over some pussy. I believe that.
Right. But I also too feel that as far as black women are concerned, I think we've gotten to a point where we no longer stand together. You get what I'm saying? We've gotten to a point where we no longer stand together. So all of this that's going on as far as in the media or whatever, you know what I'm saying, Breonna Taylor get killed, and they feel like it's not as much of an uproar.
So you feel that in general we need to do more, or you think that we do enough?
I feel like we do just as much as anybody else. You get what I'm saying? But black men are always constantly under fire.
I don't know why they question us so much. That's another question. I feel like they question our ability to do a lot of stuff. They question the fact of if we're loyal, true, and then we have so much to prove.
What's a real man? What's not a real man?
Yeah, what's a real man? What's not a real man? Like, you know what's hard? You know what's hard to admit as a man?
What?
Niggas don't want to fight. Niggas, it's not that niggas can't fight. Niggas don't want to fight all the time. You know, like, I feel like...
you talking about in the relationship.
I'm talking about just in general, like...
You're not talking about fighting with other guys.
I'm talking about fighting with other guys. Niggas don't want to fight all the time. Like, I'm just speaking in reference to protecting women, right?
Because it's really, in all actuality, it's nonsense. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like I've been in enough situations. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure you
know what I mean by this, though, right?
Like, I didn't been in enough situations where, you know what I'm saying, shit can go wrong fast.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So fighting is not really what it is.
But I'm speaking in reference to the, you know, since we had that little bit of a conversation earlier, type. You know, when you have a woman that's feisty, outspoken, you know, she's very strengthy. She has a strong personality type of situation, right?
Right.
And we all have grown. I obviously date somebody who's way different. She understands the situation. She wouldn't put me in harm the same way I wouldn't put her in harm. But there's some women who just walk out and they just want to say what they want to say, and they niggas supposed to have their back, right?
Right.
So my whole question with that is, when you're put in a situation like that, does that take away from the black man who doesn't want to fight for that black woman?
Nah, I don't, because it's a such thing as stupidity. Now, let me ask you a question.
Right.
Let me ask you a question.
Go on ahead.
If you had a friend,
right?
If you had a male friend who always mouthed off, said whatever they want, got you into all type of situations, would you continue to go out with that friend?
Nope.
Right.
But pussy's different.
It is, but it shouldn't be.
Because think about this. You have a woman who's actually pleasing you in bed. This is just a scenario, you know?
But I don't like the notion of that.
You don't like the notion of it, but this is reality for some of our black men out there. They're dating women who are contributing to their needs. The whole idea of that...
So let me say this then to all the black men. You shouldn't have to be with nobody that you got to prove nothing to.
But in reality...
that's already a dangerous...
But they have to learn, right? Because we had to learn. I've been in situations with women I knew I shouldn't have been with, right? Mm-hmm. I knew I shouldn't have been dating them or being around them just based on their personality. So I'm only spreading awareness because there are people in that situation to where they feel like they have to protect their women wherever they go, but you putting your life in danger because once you dead, she gonna find another nigga.
Factuals.
Right.
I mean, you know what? I don't know what else to say about that, but just like we gotta pick and choose our battles,
Right.
women gotta do the same. You know what I'm saying? And if you with somebody that don't know how to do that, then I don't feel the need to have to stand up for my girl every time.
Well, let's kind of close that out. Let's ask this question just to close that question out, because we talked about, do black men actually take the woman's back, and do they have their back? I think they do, but it's to an extent. And I think it's to an extent because, like you said, stupidity comes into whole too. There's only so much that we can do to protect our women, right? They don't want to hear that though, but it's the truth.
Right. I know a lot of guys where it's like, you're not gonna hit no one, you're not gonna hit no girl in front of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna talk crazy to no girl in front of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially not nobody in no other race gonna come up and do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I wouldn't let it happen.
I personally feel like black men take up for all races. When we see some shit that ain't right, we usually the ones that step in.
Right.
Especially like if we see just some shit.
Superhero
complex. I really think we do. And I think that we're discounted and don't get credited for that.
But I think it would be interesting to get somebody on here that can kind of tell us how we don't have their back, because I feel like I'm a little bit confused. But the question was, how do we get from the independent phase where it's like, I'm independent, I don't need no nigga for nothing. Whoop.
Well, I think
and
that
then it's like we don't have their back now.
Well, I think that comes with historical context, because it's stated briefly by Cherie from the Brunch with Besties. She stated something that was very interesting. We had a lot of eras that actually dismantled the black man from the household. The 1970s went into the crack epidemic era for 1980s. 1980s, black men were put in jail, got their first strike. Then you were giving welfare in the 1990s, which discounted the black man from being in the household.
Right.
And then not just that, black men are trying to get jobs. Black men are actually trying to get on their feet. Then you have child support come into play. So there's so many different avenues that pulls the black man out of the household and not want to be of the family. But not just that, the women feel more powerful because they're getting the income to stand on their own. And if they do have a job while receiving that financial income and raising a child, it's like, why do they need a man in the household? So that kind of answers that question.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We gotta
change that.
Yeah, we gotta understand how we got here, and that all comes with knowledge itself. It's a lot of black men and it's a lot of black women that can't sit here and recite what you just recited to me. They don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
They just think we ended up here and all of a sudden we're at odds. You get what I'm saying? But don't know shit about their history. Don't know shit about what happened. You get what I'm saying?
Well, let's go into the conversation. Who needs a lineup?
Who need it?
So let's talk about it. Does the school system need a lineup for kids having complicated online classes? I wouldn't say complicated for a fact, but I don't know. This is a hard one. This is a hard one for me, Ace.
It was tough for me too, bro, and that's why I posed the question, because it's tough for me. But then also,
you're gonna have to go into depth for me.
Also, I don't have kids. I have my daughter is not in any online classes. You get what I'm saying? You good? Okay. But yeah, so
nah, I personally feel like this is only a complicated question, because it's like, if we do have kids out there who are not getting the work that they would get on a normal day basis, who's to blame for them being behind when the time comes for them to actually know certain material, certain subject matter? Because
that's what I was gonna ask too, because I know you're a teacher. So I need your take on this.
Well, I have both. I'm on both ends. I have kids that are actually doing online classes, and it's challenging. It's hard for me because I'm not a teacher. There's certain ways that teachers go about teaching some of these students that we don't have the credentials to do it, obviously. There's certain learning styles that, like for instance, my daughter, she learns through music. I found this out on my own. Mm-hmm. My daughter picks up stuff a little bit slower than my son. Mm-hmm. And it's not that she's slow. She just actually needs somebody to work with her a little bit more. My son actually can grasp the information, and if you go into detail, become a perfectionist on it.
Right.
So right now we were trying to teach my daughter the days of the week. She just could not visually see the days in her head, and she could not visually see the days on paper. Like in her head, when you were telling her the words, it wasn't making sense to her. When you write it on paper, she's still learning how to read, so it's hard for her to put all her letters together. So guess what I did? Had to go on YouTube and sing a song.
And that's the part that's not happening with this online. You get what I'm saying? Because, like you said, all these kids are different kind of learners.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You might have visual learners. What's the terms for them? You got visual learners. You got audio learners.
Yeah, you have.
And then you got the ones that's hands-on. What do you call that?
Well, technically you have, it's called aesthetics. Okay. We have aesthetic learners. We have visual learners. Mm-hmm. And then we have context learners. Mm-hmm. And those are learners who actually learn from reading stuff on their own and comprehending it. Then you have
I never was that. When I was in school, I never was that. Reading comprehension was like, I would read some shit
and don't remember
and quickly forget the shit right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And right then, as I read it.
And then you have aesthetic learners. Those are sort of the learners that are hands on.
Yeah.
Those are people who have a distinct way of learning. So it's like she's one of those type of learners. She learned in different like if you was to teach her a song, my daughter knows dance moves fast. So everybody has different ways of learning. My son, you work with him, he gonna learn in 2-3 hours. Takes her about a day or two to kind of catch on to exactly what you're saying. Then she's gonna learn the process over time. Now this is where the question goes into: does the school system need a lineup? Honestly, I think the school system can't get a lineup for this fact. Teachers can only do so much right now. School is not safe.
Right.
You don't know what kind of learner your student is, because this time and day is way different. You actually on Zoom. There's several parents watching in with your students, which makes these teachers a little bit more nervous as well. Mm-hmm. And then not just that, different ways of teaching students that are in upper levels when it comes to math and English. You have to actually go through a process with them. But younger students, their system, their mindset is like they can't sit still.
Right.
Like my kids is 5 years old. They don't want to sit in front of a computer for an hour.
They don't.
So you have to do 15-minute breaks. You have to do 30-minute learning lessons. You have to do icebreakers. You have to do all these things to keep them engaged online, right? Mm-hmm. So I
couldn't do online classes.
I personally give them kudos. I give the school system kudos. I can't even give them a lineup.
The question is, are they doing all of these things that you just said?
Majority of them are. And this is from me being on the side of seeing education being given out to students. I done seen it with several people. I done seen them have to log in. These are how some of our teachers are getting paid. So they're more calm, they're more settled, they're at home. So I personally think that online sessions is doing the best they can. I know nobody wants to hear that, but
that's what I was thinking. Like, was this like a thought out process for them? Did they really think this out? Like, think this through? Like, because you got like people, internet messing up, Zoom calls dropping.
Some people don't even have internet. They got to use Zoom on their phone.
You get what I'm saying? So as far as that is concerned, it seemed like it's a hassle. But like I said, like I told my girl, I said, it's a learning process for everybody. I said, I'm pretty sure the teachers are frustrated too. You get what I'm saying? Because they trying to teach a lesson plan, talking to a fucking computer. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of these people, a lot of these kids are claiming that they don't understand what's going on and all of that. That got to be frustrating for the teacher too. So it's kind of like this is something that hasn't been done before. So it's trial and error. It's just what it is right now.
Like for me right now, it's a hit and miss, and it's a hit and miss on certain days because I advise students. So students come in and they actually have to have conversations with me around courses. The hard part about it is I have students who actually are asking me questions that I think they should know, but obviously I have to give them the answers, right? So I'm having meetings with students who have financial aid questions, people who they want to switch classes and don't even know why they want to switch classes because they just see an interesting class or their friends are in classes. Mm-hmm. So it's like I have to also explain to them why they can't take a certain class. I have to tell students, what classes are going to be complicated that they still want to enroll in because they feel like they're smart enough to take it right now and just pass it, right? And it becomes complicated for me because being online, these students feel like they gonna get by really easy and they don't need any type of person giving them any advice.
Right.
And I can only imagine a teacher being able to tell a student, this is how you do a problem, and a student is saying, well, I'm looking online, or my mom is telling me this, and the complications come in because you don't have that privacy to have conversations with them and for them to be in one room and to have one culture of people. So it's a lot, bro.
I remember when I did the whole college shit.
Right.
I called myself like, oh, I could take three classes a year, three classes online.
Right.
For sure. Nah, I didn't know myself.
Right.
I didn't know myself because them online classes, I would have rather went to school.
Right. I
don't like this shit. You
right.
get what I'm saying? But maybe I'm not that type of learner. I already told you how I am with reading comprehension.
Right.
So it comes down to knowing yourself, and then especially if you got young kids, a lot of parents of these young kids don't even know what kind of learners their kids are.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
We haven't figured that out yet.
Right.
So it's like, how am I supposed to tell my kid to sit in front of this computer and be still and learn and act like he in the classroom, but realistically I'm in the bed?
I know the coldest part about LAUSD that nobody knows is they kind of lost contact with a lot of these students as well. These students don't even have a right contact on the emergency card. So students aren't even being called to get, conversation to find out what's actually happening with some of these teachers. Some of these teachers don't even know how to get in contact from the last day they seen their students in class.
Right.
And it's a lot of stuff going on. You also got principals who have a qualification to hit, and teachers are, trying to hit those qualifications, but they can only do so much because the reach is so short. Like, students aren't actually being able to move the way they moved when they was going to school. Like, some students can't even go on Zoom because in the back of whatever conversation is happening, they can't even talk. They have to be on mute the whole time on Zoom. You got some students who like, I'm not even going to shut up because my house is too loud. I got too many people living here. You got people who literally have, abusive parents verbally. So when they on Skype, they like, who the fuck you talking to? Like, I done heard these before, and this is in college. So I can only imagine, kids from K through 12, what they going through.
That's real spill.
I even have students who in closets, like, talking to me. No lie, and swear, talking to me in closets like, I'm sorry, my brother's watching a TV show. He doesn't want to turn it off right now. But yeah, can I? And these are people who are highly taking their education serious, and it's like, this is what our community is dealing with right now.
That's
bro.
crazy.
Yep.
Then got to get in the closet. So
Yeah.
are you giving? You said you're not giving the school system a lineup.
I'm not giving them a lineup, bro. We doing the best we can.
I think I need a little bit more time to see how it's gonna play out. I can't give them a lineup either. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of little. I feel like it's a lot of errors.
Right.
But like I said,
they
doing some shit that has never been done before.
They wasn't prepared for it, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
They wasn't prepared for it.
I don't think nobody was. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I'm not gonna give them a lineup either. School system get a pass.
They'll get a pass today. All right, so this is a good one because I said something and somebody got mad at me on Twitter. Do Cardi B and Meg need a lineup for this new release of the song WAP? Yep, I think so. You damn right. You're damn right.
You didn't even talk about it. Nigga just said, "Yep, I think they do."
Because, bro, I know people don't already like rap music, right? Because of where it's going for the culture. But I personally feel like that song was, bro. It's like when I was younger, I was waiting for. People gonna laugh at me, but I'm being honest. I was waiting for Diddy's The Band album to come out. The Band. Remember, he had a little show making the band. He ended up naming the members The Band. Right. I remember that. I was 11. Yeah, 11, maybe 10. I just thought they was the hardest people in the world.
They was.
And I end up listening to the album, and it had so much substance. It was dope as fuck, right?
It was music.
Now you move forward, and you got these 9-year-old girls, 10-year-old, 11 girls waiting for Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B to drop a song because they see them collaborating, and the name of the song is called Wet Ass Pussy.
Okay.
And the song drops, and it's talking about a whole bunch of sexual content.
Right.
Now, I know I heard a lot of sexual content growing up. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I'm just excusing anybody who has dropped music like that. But I think that if to be in this time as such a big star, to drop a song like that, line up. And that's my opinion. Didn't even watch the video. I'm sorry.
I haven't seen the video either. I haven't seen the video. Do I care to watch the video? I don't really be seeing videos like that. So it don't matter what the fuck the name of the song is. But let's break it down.
Yeah.
Let's break it down. Music has been as vulgar. It's been vulgar since the beginning of time.
Facts.
Snoop done had songs that's been hella vulgar.
Right.
A lot of people done had songs that's been hella vulgar. You get what I'm saying?
Number one hit, Back That Ass Up.
As far as that, back that ass up. Back that ass up is not vulgar.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Back that ass up. He's talking about twerking. So that was kind of pushing the limit, right there. This is the problem that I have with the song. Actually, I think it's a good song. Music wise, I think it's a good song.
Meg got off. I ain't gonna lie.
And I think Cardi killed her. So
nah.
that's what I'm saying. So you saying that, and I think Cardi smashed her with the thing. But this is where I have the problem with the song, bro. One, it's a single. It's a single.
Right.
I heard it on the radio.
Right.
Of course, they blanking out what they saying.
Right.
But this is my thing. This is my thing with this nowadays. You remember when we was kids, bro? In order for you to get a CD or in order for you to get some shit with like parental advisory on it, you had to like sneak, or you had to like go to your older cousin's house.
Factual.
You get what I'm saying? Like, parents wasn't really allowing that type of shit nowhere near their house.
Factual.
They wasn't allowing it, right? This is my problem with it. Like you said, they might have didn't make that song for little girls, right? But the fact of the matter is this, of what you said. Little girls like Cardi B. Little girls like Meg Thee Stallion. Little girls know who Cardi B is. Little girls know who Meg Thee Stallion is. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And nowadays, a lot of the stuff that these kids do and a lot of stuff that these kids watch are not censored. So guess what? Even if you do keep them from listening to that song, they're going to hear it one way or another. Right?
Facts.
So look. They come out with the song. True enough, they probably didn't make it for little kids, right? But what Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion have to realize is this. They are role models. And this is just...
They don't want to hear that
This is
shit.
just the facts.
I done seen Cardi B tweet, I'm me. Like,
No.
I'm not changing for nobody, and y'all should know that.
Right. And to be truthful, she shouldn't. But like I said, in the past... Because we done had all type of songs. Slob on my knob. Like going on the cop.
Right.
But it wasn't a single.
Wait do you see my
dick? It wasn't a single. That song is
hey,
a party song.
Wait do you see my dick?
Yeah. That song too.
I'm gonna beat that pussy up.
That song too. So I feel like for the most part we can't do that to them.
All right, let me make it more clear. The reason why I give them a lineup is because I got a daughter.
No, facts.
And the biggest thing that concerns me with the fact that Cardi B and Meg put that out is they could have made a better song content-wise. I'm not saying that the song is weak, because I never said that. I'm not saying that the song is trash. Never said that. I just personally feel like...
But you got to think, bro.
I'm a parent now, and I'm thinking differently.
You asking for a song of better content from two artists who haven't put out no songs with better content. They don't know how to put out songs with better content. What they talk about is all they know how to talk about.
I don't know, man. I'm just, you know what? You saying some real shit right
No,
now.
that's all. Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, that's all the fuck they know how to talk about. They don't
Now
know
you
how
making
to be
me
anything
question,
else.
but now you making me question. Can I give them a lineup in reality? No, because that's who they are.
I don't feel like you can give them. I don't feel like you can give them a lineup for the song. But like I said,
I give the media. I give the media a lineup before I give them a lineup.
The vulgar songs that Snoop and them had, they wasn't singles. They wasn't singles, bro.
They was on albums.
You had to get the album with the parental advisory sticker, because first off, little kids, we had to go buy CDs. There was no such thing as streaming when we was kids.
Right.
So in order to hear this shit, we have to go buy the album. And guess what? We couldn't walk in a record store and go purchase a CD that had parental advisory on it. We couldn't do it. We was too young.
Well, CD stores don't really exist no more either.
That's what I'm saying. So now everything is so accessible for the kids. So guess what? You can stop me from listening to it, but guess what? I done heard on that goddamn TikTok, I done heard Meg Thee Stallion running rapid on the TikTok.
Right.
No bleep outs or nothing. I'm
Right.
hearing the full version of the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just
cuss words and all.
Just like that, I'm a Savage. That Savage is
That's
number
the
one. That's
song
a
I'm
dance
talking
and
about.
everything. Yeah.
That's the song that I'm talking about.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That song on TikTok, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, how do we protect the kids from this? It's a single.
Man, this is about being educated, but that's something else. That's another question. It's like,
You could protect the kids from Snoop shit back in the day. Slob on My Knob like Corn on the Cob, that was a party song that was played at grown folks' parties
Right.
and in the club. We didn't hear that. They didn't even have a video for that, did they? And they wasn't mainstream artists. Them niggas was not mainstream artists. Who's that? 3 6 Mafia? They didn't make mainstream until they did Hustle and Flow.
I don't know, man.
Real talk.
Now that you saying all this, guess what? I can't give them a lineup, bro. What about you?
You can't give them a lineup?
I can't give them a lineup. I would want to give them a lineup.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to give everybody a lineup. I'm going to give everybody a lineup that currently know that they're role models and talk like they not role models. Charles Barkley tried to do the same shit way back in the day. He came out with the whole campaign, I'm not a role model. Charles Barkley, how the fuck could you say that?
Right.
It's little kids that watch you every single day. It's little kids walking around with your jersey on. They want to be you.
Yeah, but I mean,
you are a role model.
But I mean, you got to think about it. Michael Jordan made this statement in Last Dance as well. He did not want to be a role model, but you got to think about this. They're human. They think about the negative context they're dealing with in reference to them being themselves. So I understand that.
Right.
That's like somebody telling you that you can't cuss no more because you a mainstream barber. You gonna sit here and say, "What you mean I can't?" Or you can't state your opinions no more.
Right.
So that's just what I'm saying. I can't really give them a lineup because at the same time they came and like all I know about Meg Thee Stallion, all I know about Cardi B is they ratchet as fuck. I knew that from the time they jumped on a song. Right. I knew that from the time she was on social media. So it's
when
like
they announced that they was dropping a song together, what did you think in your head was going to come out of that shit?
Well, to be 100, I didn't know what the fuck was going to come out of it. I couldn't tell you what was going to come out of it. But now that you saying that, I knew it was
going to be something similar to this.
Yeah, but now that you saying that shit, I shouldn't have expected anything less than this, honestly.
You can't expect nothing less than what
I couldn't. I'm saying I couldn't. So I'm just going to say I'm going to go ahead and give him a pass, though. Now
you going to give him a pass? Like I said, I'm going to give him a lineup.
All right.
Wait, hold on. It's a good publicity. I mean, I'm not saying publicity stunt, but it was good for the media and to be in the public eyes because I think they broke the internet or some shit.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it was an excellent career move, and for those reasons, I can't give you a lineup. I wish that they would have left it on the CD.
You wish they was role models.
I feel like they would have left it on. I wish that they would have left it. You feel me? For grown people to enjoy that.
But like you said, access is there. You can YouTube anything.
The access is there. The access, you can. You can
go ahead and say go ahead and say I agree, and you're not 18 on that motherfucker. Everybody got access, bro.
Factuals.
But let's move.
That's the sad part about it.
Let's move forward. Do people? So I like this question. Do people need a lineup, right, for continuously talking about how Donald Trump is racist, but not looking at the good that is coming out of his turn? So I know a lot of people don't like any of the views that you have or me. So
I'm interested in that conversation that you said you was having with somebody.
So I was having an interesting conversation on, I just hate Trump. This is what was stated. Mm-hmm. I hate Trump. I want anybody to win except Trump.
Right.
So I stated the facts. I said, what has Joe Biden offered and what will he do for the black community? And also, what is he going to do in his presidency that's different from anybody else's presidency?
Also know Joe Biden is racist too, right?
So listen, no answers was given. Secondly, have you even heard Joe Biden's name throughout the whole Obama campaign? No.
That was his vice president, right?
Right. So thirdly, what is Kamala Harris going to do? Lock up more black people? What is Kamala Harris going to do to add to
I think that was a desperation move, bro.
So I
think he so desperately want the black vote
that he went for Kamala.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know that she's a negative person.
Right.
Black. So listen.
He just hurt himself even worse.
So the conversation went like this. Well, I believe that Donald Trump did great because this has been the highest employment for African Americans.
Right.
Secondly, when it comes down to deportation, he's actually lower than Obama, but people portray him to be the highest because they have film and video of the places that he was actually keeping people, under arrest.
Facts.
But these places were built before Donald Trump even got into office, so you got to think about that.
Just like that wall.
Yeah. So
Obama started building that wall. That's what a lot of people don't know.
Yeah. So thirdly, this is something that people don't realize as well. Everything that Donald Trump said he was going to do, he's done. How can you be mad at somebody who hasn't lied to you?
Right. And not only that, and this is I kind of asked this question, but I kind of want to save a lot of the other stuff for another conversation. But the economy is actually up. We plus 3.3 trillion right now.
Right. And guess what? I am not a Trump supporter. I just want to say that. I want to state that.
But it haven't been like that in a long time. I think when Obama was in office all 4 years, I think we probably was like a minus 8 trillion.
Right.
A minus 8 trillion. In 4 years, Donald Trump is here. We're in a plus. We're plus 3 trillion.
Well, you got to think about this. Employment rate is up. When you think about it, taxes are being filed. More people are actually.
He's also talking about cutting taxes out of your check, so they're not going to be taking taxes out of your check.
And he's also talking about taking out projects.
Because the IRS is illegal. And it's always been illegal.
Yeah, but he's also talking about taking away low-income housing. In good neighborhoods.
Take that shit away.
They don't want to hear that, though.
Take that shit away.
People don't want to hear that, though.
But why?
Because they want to continue to have cheap rent and stay under the value of what they are.
Right. They on some Democrat shit. So what it is they want to stay. They want to continuously be spoon fed. And if you think about this for a second.
Hold on.
I just want you to think about something for a second. So I won't lose this train of thought. Let's think about the projects for a second.
I want to talk about this too. So
nothing against the projects. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
All my people in the projects, shout out to y'all.
Right.
Let's think about the projects for 1 second, bro. Why do you think the projects doesn't spell progress?
Right.
Motherfuckers that's been in the projects is 3 and 4 generations of families over there.
Right.
Ain't moved. Never.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Why do you think that is? That's what it was designed to do. It's designed to keep you here. We gonna give you this super low ass rent. You get what I'm saying?
But you gotta think about something. People continue to think that low income housing means that Section 8 is a part of that. No. People who have
it's not.
I'm trying to make that identify. People think that when they say that they're taking away low income housing, that they want to take away Section 8. People who have Section 8, which I gotta realize, people who have Section 8 chooses to still pay rent. Mm-hmm. People who live in low-income project housing only pay a certain fee, which means it's $35 and maybe to $100. That's how much.
So
rent.
Wait, what are you saying? Okay, so low-income houses, right?
Low-income houses are given to people who actually get a fee waiver, which is not technically Section 8.
Okay.
A fee waiver is what actually makes you pay the same amount of rent in ways of saying, like, say you move into the projects, your housing is going to be $85 every month, right?
Right.
But guess what? Because you're paying $85 a month, you know what? Your gas bill is $2. Your electricity bill is $1. When you have Section 8, they look at your income of what you're doing and working, and telling you we can cover the rest, but you have to pay the remainder.
Right.
So Section 8 is actually giving you the opportunity to move out and get a place, and still pay rent. And you have to think about this. People who have Section 8 chooses to still pay rent. People who have Section 8 chooses to still pay rent. So Section 8 is actually giving you the opportunity to move out and get a place, and still pay rent. and live within your community and catch up to what you need to catch
right.
up to.
And in the event that you start making more money than what you're making right now,
right,
we're going to pay less money.
Exactly. Right.
Right. Absolutely right. The thing is with this and what I think people get mixed up with Donald Trump and they talk about he's racist. This is the thing.
I think he is racist.
He doesn't. But look. All politicians are.
Facts. I think that he's fair. I'm not saying he not
all
racist,
politicians are, but this is the coldest part about it, and this is why I think it get misconstrued, because this is the coldest thing about what I'm about to say, bro. Politicians know how to hide their racism and talk around their racism.
But that's and that's what people want. And
Trump has never been a politician. He's not a politician.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So that's why when he get up there, he doesn't. I can't say what's politically correct.
Right.
I'm not a politician. I'm a privileged white kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who came into some money, who been rich all my life. Only thing I know how to do is tell it like it is.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
And that's the problem.
And everybody takes that and they take it and they're like, oh well, he's racist. Look, all of them are racist. Joe Biden is racist as fuck. So what are y'all about to do? Y'all about to go vote for him?
Because he's a Democrat.
Yeah, y'all about to go. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
and a Democratic Party, I want to ask everybody out there if you think about this.
Kamala Harris is racist.
Do you see any of your dollars when you vote Democrat? I just want to ask people that. Have you seen any of your dollars when you voted Democrat? Don't say Obamacare was Democrat money, because Obamacare has been into play for about 4 or 5 years before Obama even came in. His name was actually on it because he signed the bill, and the idea of people who out there saying, oh, well, medical is actually helping us. No, medical has always been there for poor people. It was just the hospitals. Hospitals weren't taking everybody. USC has always been free medical for everybody. You can sign paperwork just like if you go anywhere else. But if you go to USC, you go to Claude Hudson, these were always free clinics. The only thing is you weren't able to go to a Kaiser, a Cedar Sinai, or a St. Joseph, because you didn't have the affordable plans that Obamacare is actually offering.
Right. Now. And there's a lot of holes in that Obamacare. So what it is like this.
You still got to pay.
It's allowing the people who really can't afford to have medical to have medical, right?
Right.
And it's giving it to them at a low rate.
Right.
To where they don't really have to pay nothing.
Right.
The problem with that is the middle class and the hard-working Americans that go to work every day
get taxed for it.
Get super taxed for it.
Nobody cares about that.
And that's the problem.
And that's why he's saying that he wanted to cut Obamacare. That's why he's saying he wanted to cut out Planned Parenthoods. That's why he's saying you got to think about the
because
things that
we're right.
But you got to think about the things we're being taxed for. People think that a lot of the money goes to the poor. No, it goes to all of these different programmings that in reality we don't need.
Right.
But nobody wants to hear that though.
You remember when it was time for Obama to give a stimulus?
Everybody was so.
Remember how long it took for the American people to get that stimulus?
I don't even think Obama gave a stimulus.
He didn't?
No. Donald Trump did.
Hold on, we might have to revisit. We might have to go back.
Did Obama give us a stimulus?
We was coming out of a recession when Obama was
Did he give us a stimulus?
I think he did.
If he did, I wasn't of age then. I was 18 years old when he came in. Of course you wasn't. I was 18, and you know what? I
was just fresh out of high school.
And I haven't did taxes. I didn't do taxes till I was 24.
Right.
He was already out of office.
9 months.
So I didn't benefit from anything Obama did.
Took the American people 9 months.
I don't know, man, but we. so guess what? I'm not giving. I personally think that.
I get the people a lineup. Let's get off this racist shit, especially black people.
But I'm saying I can't give the people a lineup too, because in some ways I can see why they feel the way they feel. So I can't.
Why?
I just can't.
Bro, you would think we would be used to it by now. Only thing that should matter to us, we shouldn't care about what somebody is saying off the tip of their tongue.
Right.
We shouldn't care about that. The only thing that we should care about as a people is progress, bro. That's the only thing we should be caring about. Right now, it's a lot of money floating through the streets.
I feel you.
A lot of it. And people sit back not taking advantage of it. Why?
Well, let's vote. I just think that the people don't deserve a lineup. You say they do?
I'm giving them one.
All right, for sure. So let's go into the next topic of conversation.
The big topic.
Should the past factor into the future? do the kind of guys or girls that your spouse
I
has
didn't put all
dated.
girls.
I'm just gonna
I
say
didn't
that
put all girls.
because we might have some people who want to call
you know
in.
what I realized? This is a show for men.
It
right?
is. It is.
This is a show for men, right? But I'm pretty sure 90% of our listeners are women,
right.
which is weird.
It's not weird.
It's a weird dynamic, bro. You get what I'm saying? But I think they listen in.
They want to hear black. They want to hear Black Barbershop talk. So
exactly,
and they want to hear black men have a conversation.
Exactly.
All right. So look, this is what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna state it the way you wrote it, but if you are a listener, you can call in at 323-900-0478 to answer the question. 323-900-0478. If you are in our chat box, I would suggest you to go into our chat box right now. You can actually go through the Good News app. You can log in as a guest, and you can actually talk through our chat box, all right? I'm actually going to write the number in the chat box. I'm going to say it one more time for somebody who's I don't know what it is. 323-900-0478. 323-900-0478. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you this question, Ace, and let's hear you answer it.
In.
And then you can actually ask me the question.
Okay.
So the question is written like this. Do the kind of guys your girl date prior to you matter? So what about you?
Do they matter or should they matter? Do they matter? No. They don't.
They don't?
They don't matter.
Okay.
Not and the reason why I ask this question is just because I know different people got different intake on this. And I seen this on one of the pages that I follow. And I said to myself, I said, wow, this is interesting. Because it said, make sure you pay attention to the type of guys that she dated before you. Right? And so I don't know why when you say shit like this to women, they get their panties in a bunch. They get all mad and upset and all of that shit when it's really not about that. What we do have to realize is when you get with somebody, right?
Right.
It's a season. Maybe this is what you wanted at the time. Maybe it's what you needed at the time.
Right.
Maybe you wanted that at the time, but you knew it wasn't right for you. You get what I'm saying? So I think that all that matters is you get it right.
Yeah.
Because that's what everybody is striving for, is that you get it right.
Right.
But don't get your panties in a bunch when dudes ask this, because this is one thing, and I swear to you, I live off facts, right? So if we breaking down the facts, who you deal with, who you choose to be your mate, who you choose, everything that life is about choices, and every choice that you make, it says something about you.
I got you.
I'm tired of people acting like it don't. Like you can just separate yourself from the choices that you make in life. It's no fucking way possible. Even if it's an old choice.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's no way that you can separate yourself from the choices that you make. So live it, own up to it, and move on. The only thing is that you get it right. And so I don't think that the type of dudes that she mess with, it matter. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just like, hey, if I was to find out some shit, right? Like, damn, this the nigga you used to mess with?
Right.
And he, all type of stuff that don't got nothing to do with nothing about how your mindset, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Then I'm not saying it's going to be a red flag, but it will cause questions. You get what I'm saying? That's it.
But why? Because I'm interested now that you stated like that. All right, let me answer my part. I personally feel like it does matter in some content, but it doesn't matter. Because in reality, I know that I'm the prize. That's how I see every relationship I get into. I'm the prize. So whatever you had before me,
Factuals.
you know, that shit doesn't matter.
Factuals.
But in reality, if I see some shit like you said that doesn't add up, I'm going to ask you about it. The thing about me, though, is normally I get the right answer. You know, like I don't get no bullshit answer. So That's why I said I haven't really seen it as a problem.
That's a blessing.
But the problem that I get from that you're stating, though, is like, there's some people who don't take accountability for who they've dated before, right? Is that kind of what you're saying? Like,
yeah, I was just about to say that too. It's like, if you run into somebody, right? You run into a girl,
right?
You like, why you break up with your boyfriend, your last dude? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How many of them really gonna keep it real?
That's crazy because I can okay, this is what I'm gonna say
How
about
many?
that.
How many? If you ask,
I haven't got a
if you
true.
ask 10 girls, out of that 10 girls, how many of those 10 girls gonna be like, it was my fault. I played a large part in it.
It depends on age bracket, but I think you're gonna get a 2 out of 3. You'll get a 2 out of 3 telling you the truth. I mean, 2 out of 10 giving you the truth. 2 out of 10.
That's a very low number.
You are gonna get a 2 out of 10 telling you the truth.
That's a very low number.
Because I personally feel like a lot of women will not tell you why they technically are not with that person anymore.
Because then what's gonna happen? They don't want to. They don't want to fuck up your thinking of them. You get what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
They gonna question.
There's a lot vice versa for men, but I feel like with us, bro. I feel like you can see through bullshit.
Well, okay. Let's get a little deeper. What has been said to you previous to you being in a relationship that made you start to look at somebody different? What has been said to you before? Because I feel like that's where we're going with this conversation.
Wow, I don't.
Because I
wouldn't have thought that.
No, because I've been told from somebody before the reason why they broke up with their ex is because he was a cheater. I've heard this, right?
Right. It's
But
9 times out of 10 is always the guy.
Yeah, but then I find out that this person was technically cheating because you was the side bitch.
Right.
The woman was the side bitch. She didn't want to admit that she was the side bitch.
Right.
And I was the bailout guy.
You was the bailout guy.
I was the Mr. Nice guy, treating you right. So you obviously chose me because you seen that I was safe.
Right.
And it was a problem. This was at one point in my life. This was a problem. And what happened at that time when I found this out, and it's nothing that I was digging for or nothing. It was just
right.
it was unraveling at the time, right?
Yeah.
What ended up happening is I start seeing that this woman also had whole tendencies. Those whole tendencies were never taken account for. And I had to grow as a person, and I had to realize that if I'm asking you questions about all of the wrongdoings that you're doing and you can't give me, answers that make me feel comfortable,
right,
then you're not for me.
And it's the coldest part about it. It's always 2 sides of the story.
Always 2 sides.
Right. But it's the coldest part. You never hear the other one.
Well, we have mutual friends.
It's a one-sided story.
Well, look, me and this individual have mutual friends. Right. So before I got into a relationship or anything serious with this individual, I was put up on game. And that's a LA thing. You feel me? You hear shit about a woman, she either gonna own up to it or she gonna deny this shit.
Right.
I end up running into more women, that was able to take account for, so I was able to give them a chance.
So if you do hear something, does that change the dynamic of...
It changed the dynamic because then I know that you being real with me. If you can be real with me, like I've told you before.
Because it be a lot of unspoken stuff. And I'm glad we going here because I wanted to ask you that question too.
Yeah.
Because I remember we had this conversation. What are the tough conversations that you feel like men need to be having?
Well, I'm going to be honest. I know there's women listeners, and I know niggas is going to be mad at me, but I'm going to keep it 100. Every nigga want to know what's your body count. They don't want to say it. They don't want to know it, but they want to have an idea. They don't want to have a whole wife. So it's like, if you able to give me acceptable... Hold on. Go ahead.
Go back.
Everybody wants to know the body count.
I didn't even need you to say it again. Because I know. And this is just have to repeat it.
Right.
Because I don't know. You got to think, especially when you get into a marriage with somebody.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And this is why I said it's like life is about decisions and life is about choices.
Right.
You can't separate yourself from your decisions and your choices. So if you're talking about settling down with somebody and you talking about getting married to somebody, right?
Right.
What's a man's biggest fear?
That his wife is going to be considered a hoe in somebody else's eye.
Right. So look, if you displayed hoe tendencies in the past, what do we learn growing up about hoes?
I mean, I personally feel like there's a difference of distinctions between women that have had whole past and hoes. That's me though. There's a distinction because I feel like there's some women who wouldn't, bro. I'm not trying to be
But
disrespectful.
that's why the women, women who carry themselves like they need to carry themselves at all times, they deserve a pat on their back.
But hold on,
because
I take that back. Nope, I take that back.
They never let circumstances change.
I take that back for you, Ace, because there's some women who will front.
I know.
So we can't give those women We can't give those women that type of power or respect, because let me keep it what I'm trying to say. Keep it 100. There's a distinction between hoes. There's women who have had made mistakes in their past. We know that there's women who they made mistakes. I'm gonna say that because they've grown from it.
What, like threesomes, getting trains ran on them?
No. That's a hoe. See, that's what I'm trying to make a distinction.
Why can't it just be a mistake?
Let me just be 100 with you though. Let me be 100 with you.
Okay.
If you're, this is just me being honest with you, and me being real. If whoever you're dating had a threesome and told you they had a threesome, but it was with two guys, you gonna feel some type of way, right?
Yes, I will.
Now that's a hoe, because I know I'm gonna feel some type of way. That's a def. You know what? That's off the table. I'm not fucking with you. If you've done that before, that's on my not to do list, right? Now you have a woman who's told you, I done been with two niggas in 1 week. That doesn't bother me like you being on a train. If you've been with two men in 1 week, I can't judge you. I've been with two women in 1 week before too. So how can I judge you on something that you've done? But when it comes down to you telling me that you done been fucking best friends over and over and over, and you didn't have no type of feelings for it during the time when you was doing it, but you knew it was wrong now, that's whole shit.
Right.
So when I say whole distinction, if you have made mistakes in your past which you've grown from, listen to me now, mistakes that you've grown from, which means
what's the mistake?
I'm explaining.
Having sex with two men in 1 week?
No. I'm gonna make that clear. There's women who have sucked a dick on the first date. There's women who have, because they liked him really a lot. They liked this nigga a lot. This nigga was able to get some head the first day he met you on a date. Then you got niggas who they just, we know homies that's really sweet talkers. You really fucking with this nigga, but he does not want you to be his girlfriend. All of these different things are women learn from. They learn these things. So I'm saying those are mistakes you've made. I'm not saying that you made mistakes as if, you didn't know what the fuck you was doing, but you were so into this guy, you've done something that's dumb. You know what? You've grown from that, though. But then you got bitches that's hoes.
But can you think... Let's revisit this for a second.
Right.
Do you think... Because niggas can be savages sometimes.
Niggas are savages, bro.
You remember growing up, you know what I'm saying, how dudes can be savages sometimes. So look, do you think that a girl can like a guy so much?
Right.
But the guy not really give a fuck about her.
Facts.
But the guy is like this. After I smack, the homie want to smack too.
That's a hoe, bro. I'm trying to tell you, there's a distinction. There's hoes. Ain't no woman gonna fuck another dude if she loves you, bro.
Nah, we're not talking about love. We're just talking about really just like.
No, I'm telling you, if a girl really, really like you or really, really love you,
I don't think that's true.
Bro.
A girl can love you and smash another dude.
I'm telling you, bro, there's differences. There's differences in certain women, though, bro.
And that's why I said the ones that carry themselves like they need to at all times, and they don't let circumstances change who they are.
Nah, bro, you playing. I think you playing a safe card when you say that. That's why, because I feel like you saying that there's women who they know what they're doing and they still are classy. No. That's not.
Nah, I'm just talking about. I'm talking about. It's some women out here that don't even have sex with niggas if this ain't gonna potentially be nothing.
Well, my women had.
You get what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna be 100 with you, bro. As me getting older, my women have to have mistakes, or she's not gonna know what the fuck she doing with me.
Right.
Because if I go and get me a girl that's just safe, let's just say she's safe. She done had 2 boyfriends, 3 boyfriends, whatever it is. She done had sex with only those 3 boyfriends. She ain't never. But just listen to me. She ain't never.
It's really a mistake. It's a lesson, bro.
It's a lesson, but I'm only saying this to say because you speaking in reference to.
Have you ever wiped a hoe?
Never. And I'm gonna be realistic.
Right.
When I say I never wiped a hoe, I've never wiped a woman who's actually done over the max. And what's over the max? Threesomes, literally fucking homeboy to homeboy, literally bad reputation.
Right.
Nights on first, I mean, having sex on the first night like more than one time. You feel me? Like there's women who have had one night stands. There's women who have sucked dick and not, you know, they sucked dick and they didn't have sex that night. There's women who've done all these things. My whole thing with that is, you've learned from those things, so now you perfect for me.
Right.
But then you got hoes. You not perfect for me if you a hoe. You perfect for everybody.
Factual.
So that's my distinction with that.
Right. And I think that's where these songs come from, and this what a lot of people need to realize too. It's like a song, "Bitches Ain't Shit But Hoes and Tricks," or "Man, These Hoes For Everybody." It's like, what you gotta understand is, niggas ain't rapping about that because it's just something that they seen. Like, they witnessed that. You get what I'm saying?
Nah, that's
true. They witnessed that. They had to live that.
Okay.
Cause look. One of the listeners said, "What's a hoe?" Because if they are single, are they considered a hoe? And this is what I get all the time, and that's why I said, you have to really pat the girls on the back that even when they are single, it's some girls out here that even when they are single, it's like, yeah, I'm single, but I'm not going for no bullshit. Nigga gonna come in my life, he gonna do what's right.
I don't know,
Nigga gonna be in my space, he gonna do what's right.
I just personally feel like my distinction of a hoe is somebody who has no emotions.
Somebody who goes over the top, don't have no emotions, just have sex.
Yeah.
What?
That's what I
just want to have sex. They're just sexual beings.
That's what I think. That's what I personally.
I wouldn't say sexual beings, but because you could be sexual.
No, but I'm just saying, if you have no emotions towards all your sexual partners, you're a hoe. That's me though. That's my personal definition.
That's a good definition.
Because I feel like there's distinctions between other hoes though. When I say you do hoe shit, that don't make you a hoe.
So what if you could be like, oh, it was just sex?
Man, I'm saying that's whole shit, bro.
Have you ever had somebody where you like, oh, it was just sex?
If it's just sex, that's whole shit. I'm talking about you can be a hoe though if you have sexual contact with people and not have no emotions all the time. That's whole. That's like a whole bunch of whole over the whole top shit.
That's some Kris Kringle shit.
Yeah.
Ho.
No, because you really got to think about it, bro. If a woman can meet you tonight, have sex with you, and then you go out and see this girl again with another group of people, and she with another nigga, and fuck that nigga. Then you go and see this girl again, and then she see you at a party, and she drunk, and she like, hey, what's up, Ace? What you gonna say?
I ain't know what's up, Ace.
But you get me, though, right?
Oh, I get what you gonna say. I get what you expecting me to say.
I'm just saying, though. That's a hoe, though, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But now whole shit.
But
now this is whole shit. This is whole shit. I'm just saying.
I think we all see. This the thing about it though. This the coldest thing about it. It's so fucked up nowadays because I think women know who the men hoes are. They know. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These niggas are constantly in their DMs. It don't matter if you dating a friend.
Right.
It don't matter if you dating a brother. These are the niggas that you constantly see out with females. These are the niggas you constantly see talking about certain stuff. So women know who the men hoes are.
But that make them hoes
I
too.
don't think we can identify with who the women hoes are.
No, that make them hoes too. If you out with me, you a hoe.
Huh?
If you out with me, you a hoe. If I see you at every place that I'm at and you a woman, you a hoe too. Nobody want to hear that, but that's
you go
how
out
I feel.
like that, Gotti?
I don't go out. I'm telling you that
but
in
I'm
that
saying
context
I don't
of
go out
what
like that either.
I'm
so
saying.
If I was to say
in that context, right? And I'm saying when I used to go out, if I see you at the same party that I'm at, you fucking too. You're not fucking me, but
serious?
you fucking too. Yeah, bro. If I'm out and I see the same females in a group, you know they travel together. You know when you used to be younger, they travel together.
Younger?
But you know what I mean by that.
I still do.
Okay, but you know what I mean, right? You go out. This is me at, 25, right? I'm out. I go to a kickback. If I see you with your homegirls, it's obviously one that always like me out of the group. The other ones is choosing up with the other homies. And I see you at every kickback. Y'all hoes too, because y'all have another group of niggas y'all know at each party y'all going to the same way we know another group of bitches that's at this party. So that make y'all hoes too. Bitch, you supposed to be at home too. You can't call me a hoe.
What Mayweather say? If you feel like your girl trophy, she need to be home on the shelf.
I'm just saying. If I'm out and you out and I see you everywhere.
They said, what kind of... They not agreeing with you, Gotti.
I don't care.
They said, what kind of party you going to?
I'm talking about kickbacks and shit.
You go to them sex parties?
Nah, they tripping. They real tripping.
Oh.
All right, so I got a question, but I got another question for you. What makes that person that your spouse dated before you even important? What makes that person even important?
I mean, because like I said, you can't. It's just like asking, why is somebody credit score important?
You gotta elaborate more for me. Though.
It's just like asking somebody, why is their credit score important?
But I'm trying to say, I can't explain that. You saying that their past makes them who they are now?
Everybody's past makes them who they are.
I don't know, man.
You can't, bro. Those are the only lessons we have.
Okay, but if somebody got an 8,
you have to.
Okay, but
but
if somebody got an 8 and they used to have a 5, why does that matter? That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm not talking about looks. We just talking about the type of
Yeah, but
nigga.
you said credit score. So I'm saying if your credit score is low when I meet you, I'm not fucking with you.
Right. No. But see, I feel like that shouldn't be it. Because what a lot of people don't know is credit scores are meant to go up and down. If your credit score is always constantly 750, 800, you're not using your credit to your ability. You get what I'm saying?
I don't fuck with that. You gotta use a different analogy for me.
Look, bro, because the reason why I said credit score is just like asking, is your credit score important? Because your credit score is a reflection of your financial decisions. Am I right?
That's facts.
Okay, so if a credit score is a reflection of your financial decisions, then
your ex-boyfriend
is a reflection of your relationship decisions. We can't shake it. We can't. It's just like,
bro, because like
I'm gonna hop out of Ace body. I can't do that.
Because like I said, if I'm being chosen, then you winning and I'm winning. That's just how I roll. So my thing is, I don't care about your past. The only reason why I say that the past is important is just for the idea of that's the trauma that's coming with you sometimes.
I'm not pressed by an old nigga or trying to figure out.
But I'm saying it's not important at all to me. The only reason why I would, but it's not important to me. The only reason why it wouldn't matter is because I just want to know if you have any traumas you bringing into our relationship. That's where those questions come into. So me and you start having.
Look, bro. How do you know that?
Well, you got to start looking at the red flags.
You got to go back. You got to go back into the past relationships, don't you? You got to go take a look at the past niggas that she done dealt with in order to know if she bringing trauma into the relationship. Am I correct?
But I mean, think about this, bro. This is where I'm going with this.
Because guess what? If we leave it up to them, you think they going to be vulnerable and tell you?
Yes. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. You got to know how to talk to your girl, though. You have to know how to talk to your girl, bro. We
already just said, if you walk up to a girl and you ask them, why did you break up with your last nigga? You said 2 out of 10 of them was going to keep it real.
Yes, but you got to know how to talk to your girl. Every dude is not bro, let me be realistic with you, bro. How many niggas going to get mad if their girl tell them the body count and the body count is over 10? Niggas is gonna be hot, right?
I don't care about a body count.
No, but I'm being honest with you. We talking about the overall niggas perspective. If your girl,
long as it's not 100,
just listen to me. But,
that's too much.
But you see how you said that, right?
Nah, that's too much.
No, but you said how you just said that, right?
Yeah, that's too
what
much.
If her body count is 50? What if her body count is 60? This is what I'm trying to say.
Girls ain't supposed to be fucking more than niggas.
But you see what you're saying. This is your mindset. I'm asking you, how are you gonna deal with that if that's being delivered to you? You might fucking leave her, right?
Now?
Bro, I'm talking about in general. If a woman is telling you that she has sex with 60 niggas, you're going to look at her and be like, damn. You're going to feel some type of way, right?
The only reason is because it's like, damn, that's a lot of niggas. So it's like what I'm bringing to the table might not be enough for you.
Bro, are you not going to feel some type of way? That's what I'm asking you.
Of course.
Okay.
Every nigga is going to feel some type of way about that.
Real shit, I'm going somewhere with this. So you're going to feel some type of way, right? So that means that you're going to show your emotions whether you believe it or not, right?
Right. And look, a woman just said, ain't nobody going to even say they body count that much.
No.
This is a woman saying that another woman ain't going to keep it real.
But I'm just telling you, these are the uncomfortable conversations that you have to have with your girl. But if you're not even able to have regular conversations with her, what makes you think she going to make you understand what she's saying? You think your girl going to tell you how many dicks she sucked? You think your girl going to tell you how many niggas how she done spent the night over?
I wouldn't ask that, bro.
No, but I'm only telling you this to tell you, what kind of conversation are you going to have with your girl to feel comfortable to know that she wasn't a hoe to marry her, bro? You got to be open enough to have those conversations, bro. Because if you know that you can't have them conversations with your girl, what makes you think it's going to come out right when you do have it with her? You got to work on that, bro.
Yeah.
I done had some uncomfortable conversations with my girl to it's to the point where it's like, I can't judge you. I got to love you unconditionally. Because what you're telling me right now is that,
Right.
no, because listen, what you're telling me right now, I don't know how to deal with it. But you know what? Because you're trusting me with this, I'm able to change my mindset and understand you. Because, bro, if I'm listening to what she's saying and I'm able to compare myself with her, then that makes the conversation gets better rather than you worried about who she been with.
Right.
You get me?
Right.
Because if you continue to tell her, look, you had sex with who? How many niggas? What? I'm saying these are sidebars you're doing while she's talking to you. You think
Right.
she going to want to tell you? That means that she's going to not tell you. So 2 out of 10, I'm telling you, bro, only 2 out of 10 is going to have that conversation because niggas is leaving or niggas is starting to be like this. My girl is really a hoe, so I'm going to fuck other bitches to be safe because
Right.
niggas are insecure.
Right. And let me tell you another thing too. We know this to be true.
Right.
Men are factual.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So if a girl tell you their body count and it's high, we gonna put the facts with the facts.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? If a girl can know a nigga is out here being a hoe.
Facts.
She gonna get with the nigga and think that she can change him.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
We not doing
He's
that.
gonna change for me. I'm the one. You get what I'm saying?
Bro,
They think
there's 1 out of 10 niggas that's going to turn a hoe into a wife. 1 out of 10.
I made the mistake, bro.
But it's 1 out of 10.
Right, nah. I made the mistake and it ended up being the biggest mistake of my life.
I don't do that, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's why as soon as I can see your core values,
But it wasn't the biggest mistake of my life, though. You want to know why?
it was a learning lesson.
It's because it taught me the biggest lesson.
Yeah, it's a lesson.
It taught me the biggest lesson, and it prepared me for anything, bro. I can never. What?
I mean,
I done went through my 6th stage and not want to fuck with nobody. I done did that already. So guess what?
Right.
Because I went through it, it can never happen again.
Right.
I understand that life has to move forward. You got to keep pushing.
Right.
So I can never be in that state that I was ever in before. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, me too, but I never really had it to the point where I wanted to be with that person. I knew my boundaries. I'm not saying
Right.
I didn't like her, though. Like, you're a hoe. Like, I know you're a hoe. But, damn, it's something about this little hoe. Like, I like this little hoe, right?
Yeah,
But
because that can happen,
yeah,
bro.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I was trained early. You know what? You're not ever going to be my girlfriend. You know what?
Right.
Now that we're, like, not even talking anymore and I know that my emotions is getting too strong, I'm going to change my number. I'm going to stay out of your way. I'm not even going to be
Right.
around where you go. And you know what? It helped. I moved forward. My whole thing with that, though, is because everybody has been in love with a hoe before. Maybe we need to do a show around that. Have you ever been in love with a hoe? I personally feel like everybody has been with a hoe before and been in love with a hoe before. But my whole thing with that is I've learned from an early age that women aren't perfect. That's something that
Nobody is.
No, but men don't really understand. Women, bro, it's like niggas.
I feel like at times we expect them to be.
Bro, we don't even want our girls to take shits, bro. In your mind, you ever thought about your girl taking a shit? No. Because we think women are perfect, bro. That's where I'm going with this. We think that women are perfect in certain ways, bro. So my thing is, I start seeing the flaws in women, but I start identifying it to understand that I can have a conversation because we're the same. Right. Some men don't think that. Some men don't think that women are the same as them. They made the same mistakes we've made before, bro.
Right.
In different ways, different contexts, but it's similar.
Definitely don't think we're the same.
I'm just saying we've made the same type of mistakes before.
I get what you're saying.
In different ways, too.
I get what you're saying.
But you got to see it that way for you to have that uncomfortable conversation with your spouse, bro.
Factuals.
Because we think that women...
It's a lot of uncomfortables.
Because look...
And I do feel like, I do feel like at some point they need to be had. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
especially if you're talking about...
You know what we don't think about?
Moving forward, it can't be just... like neither one of us can just be a book or a closet of secrets or unknowns.
But look, I'm gonna ask you something, and you're gonna laugh. I know you don't want to hear this, but you're gonna laugh. All the women that you have had sex with, why did you have sex with them? Can you even answer that?
I was attracted to them.
That's it, right? Why can't we believe that with women?
No, I do believe that.
No, there's dudes that don't believe that. Because think about this. All those women that we had sex with, what ties did they have with us? They thought we was attractive. That was it, right?
Yeah.
Men don't believe that. Oh, you had sex with that nigga because you like him a lot or you really love this nigga or that nigga got something I don't got. bro, niggas don't believe that women think like us sometimes. Women think like us, bro. That's why I'm able to have a conversation with my wife on certain shit like that.
Right.
Like, why did you have sex with that nigga? She tell me why she had sex with that nigga. I have to believe her. You really have to realize that you can't discount.
But what was the point of you guys having this conversation?
Well, the reason why the conversation,
it really has nothing to do.
No. I'm just saying the reason why the conversation took place in general was just the idea of being uncomfortable.
Okay, like if I tell you my fiance,
right?
If I tell you some uncomfortable shit, are you gonna stick with me or is you gonna run?
Right. Like, do I have to be quiet? Like, when I get around a group of people, right?
Right.
And I know that you've been with this group of people in your past.
Right.
That's
big.
Yeah, but I'm saying, why shouldn't I ask you if you fucked any of these niggas before? Why shouldn't I ask you?
I mean, because for the most part, it's like, with us, it's like I said, I feel like women are different, bro. Women could probably be in the room. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be in that room. I don't want to be there.
Yeah, but
I don't want to be in this space.
But that's you. There's women who think just like you. I'm saying you gotta understand that you've been around women who might want to be around people that they've been with in the past, or we don't want to be. But it's vice versa, bro. It just depends on who you're dealing with. Because me personally, and me and my wife, bro, we don't want to be around nobody we done had contact with for respect out of each other.
Nah, yeah, it's respect for yourself too.
But there's some people who don't look at it like that because it's like, well, that was way back then and he just a homie now. No, I don't want to hear none of that. You got to be able to tell me why we're in this situation if you're going to be around somebody you
I'm a homie because that's what I'm allowed to be.
Right.
If you lay down and open them legs one more time, homie gonna slide in.
All I'm saying, bro, is respect plays a big factor in who you date, bro.
Right.
If somebody does not respect you and they can't be honest with you, what's the purpose of being with that person, bro?
Right.
And not trusting. If you can't trust somebody, oh yeah, bro, that's number one. You gotta go. You can't trust me, you gotta go. That's me 100. You can't trust me. The reason why trust is so important is because that means that anybody could ruin our relationship.
Yeah. I feel
anybody and anything could ruin our relationship if you don't trust me.
Right. No, that's facts.
That means that doubt comes like I know for a fact, and I'm standing on
a lot
this.
of shit come with doubt too.
No,
a lot of shit come with doubt.
No, but not even just that. It's not that just my actions show it or anything. If somebody came today and told my girl, "Oh yeah, I sucked that nigga dick yesterday," she gonna say bullshit. Is she gonna come ask me? Yeah, but she gonna for sure in her mind bullshit.
Right.
Same with me. Some bullshit. But guess what? When you have that little bit of trust issue, somebody come and tell you that,
right?
Oh, you're digging for dirt. You're going through Facebook messages, likes, all that before you even get to your spouse. So what you think that does to your mind? That deteriorates all the trust that you even have.
Yeah, it's a tough. That's a tough avenue right there because you absolutely right about everything that you just said. It's like once the doubt come into there, then anybody can come and anybody can wreck whatever you got going. Because as soon as they tell you that, or as soon as they tell you something about your spouse, it's like, look, I already don't trust this nigga, so I'm gonna go with what they saying.
Hey, you got this or that? Because I just want to wrap it up because we at 750 right now.
I got this or that. It's like I had this or that. We need to do a part 2 of this.
Okay, for sure. So look, I just want to address something that the homegirl Yeti said. She said it's a double standard though. He said it's okay for men to have many women in their past. It's not okay, Yeti, but it's just acceptable to society because the whole idea is when men have sex, they don't have emotion ties. Women do have emotion ties. I'm not saying that all women have emotional ties to every sexual partner they have, but every time that a woman has sex with a man, I do believe that man has some kind of effect on her, and he can get what he wants from that woman. If I'm wrong to you, but I personally feel like I'm right.
Yeah, we see how they start acting.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a double standard. I'm actually sick and tired of the word. I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like you got whole niggas out here, you got whole females. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody don't carry theyself in that way. Every man don't carry theyself that way. Like, I don't carry myself like that, and I know people that don't carry theyself like that. You get what I'm saying? So, for it's not a double standard. What it is it's just people just need to. I'm not saying do more research, but just people just need to just be more aware. You don't gotta wife hoes. It's somebody for everybody.
Well, let's go to this or that, man. Let's get it going. This or that. We can move into another part of the show. I'm gonna have to just choose one subject. One item out of the items being told. So let's go from there, Ace. This or that.
Wait, how you doing it?
You got this or that, right? You got your this or that.
Yeah, it's like minimal.
No, that's cool because we only got
Okay, so we just gonna do that and then we gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, we gonna wrap it up.
So we doing a part 2 to this.
We got to do a part 2.
We got to do a part 2 to this.
We have to
because there's still questions on the paper that ain't been asked. I thought it was gonna come. I really was ready to dive in, but it's what we doing.
Yeah.
Donnell Jones or Genuine?
Damn. The only reason why this one is hard is because I got put on Donnell recently.
Right.
And his shit go.
Super goes.
And Genuine got hits.
Genuine got hits.
But I'm going to have to go with Donnell. He made me feel more intimate.
I'm going with Donnell, too.
All right.
He's the nigga to me.
For sure.
Six Flags or Knott's, bro?
Knott's.
Why?
It's more family-oriented. And then I just like the fucking funnel cakes.
What era you had more fun in, middle school or high school?
Damn. Jeez.
I knew that was.
This one is hard. This one is hard because I can't even lie to you. I looked better in high school, so I had way more bitches. But middle school was fun as fuck, bro, because I was really with my boys and we was really kids. I'm going to have to go in middle school, bro.
That's when the bagging started. It was like an all-day bag fest.
Right, and I didn't care about no bitches. It was just fun with my niggas, bro.
You know what?
Basketball, too, and TV.
I'm going to definitely have to say middle school.
Yeah.
High school was hella fun. I would never trade my high school experience for nothing in the world, but high school, it just got a little bit more real.
High school, I was feeling myself. That's why I liked high school. But middle school, I had a lot of fun.
Getting down with grown men. You having sex. You developing real feelings for girls. They stressing you out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You in class, stressed out, can't focus on your work. Middle school was a little bit more carefree.
Middle school, man, everything had me excited. You feel me?
Righteous. When you was in school, best place to go watch a movie, The Bridge or Magic Johnson Theater?
To be honest with you, bro, The Bridge.
Well,
Magic Johnson was affordable, but The Bridge was where it was.
I went to The Bridge definitely to go see You Got Served, just like everybody else in LA.
Lit.
At The Bridge, super lit. But we almost got killed by some blood niggas up there. And I definitely wasn't going to Magic Johnson because they was
niggas there.
So they was there and they was there. So yeah, I had somebody tell me he was gonna blow my head off. So it wasn't a cool experience. I never went back to The Bridge again.
I was living with the Bloods and I knew the Crips, so I was good. I was good either way, either one.
Drug of choice.
All right.
Weed or the field?
I don't know what field is.
The field is all the rest of the drugs. You don't got to say which one you like. You could just say, I'm going to choose the field.
Well, I'm going to just say the field. I don't fuck with weed. Can't fuck with weed. Give me panic attacks.
Favorite place to party? Hollywood or downtown?
Downtown.
I like downtown, too. Downtown is more...
Especially when I find a parking.
Right. Downtown is like people who just got off work.
And that's as
I got... really trying to, you know what I'm saying?
But that's as I got older. Because when I was younger, Hollywood was where it was.
Hollywood where it was, but it never was where it was. You get what I'm saying?
Bro.
It was where it was. It was popping.
Hollywood hookah was my spot, nigga.
It was popping, but it's too much of a... I feel like Hollywood is the place that counts your pockets. It's where we really gonna know.
I feel you on that.
It's like we really gonna know who got the money tonight.
I feel you.
Because they gonna show up. They gonna have on this. They gonna have on that. They gonna jump out of this.
Well, I was with niggas with money, so I guess I was lit. In Hollywood, I was with niggas who was, they had American Express cards.
He was lit. Last one. What's the better beach? Santa Monica or Redondo Beach?
Redondo.
I think Santa Monica is the better beach. I just don't come this way, bro. I don't come on the west side.
I just found out Redondo is a better beach. Redondo actually, when you say beach, you talking about just the beach, right? Not the whole atmosphere.
I'm talking about the whole experience. Yeah.
Well, the whole atmosphere would have to be Santa Monica for me to be realistic. But if you just talking about like beach wise, like going to sightsee, it would be Redondo.
Okay. Okay, well, yeah, that's it for now.
For sure, man.
Save the other one for the next show. We got a part 2 coming up, people.
So we got to don't F my cut up, or we gonna move forward to
we got 4 minutes. Let's just do the what's the name? Let's just do the
don't F my cut up.
Nah, let's
go. Yeah, let's go. All right, we gonna go with takeaways.
Yeah, I got don't F my cut up next week. So
all right, for sure. Right there. Don't F my cut up is gonna go up next week. All right, so let's go into takeaways. I actually want to start the takeaways today, bro.
Okay.
My takeaway today is honestly be realistic with yourself before you go into a relationship. Know who you are before you go into a relationship. Like, don't be ashamed of your past. If somebody can't accept something, if somebody does not want to hear the shit that you have to say that you think is important, because I think we all go into a relationship knowing that somebody needs to know something about you. If you don't go into a relationship like that, that means that maybe you're not built for a relationship. Because there's some things that your spouse needs to know. It's just that conversation. You know, like, it's not like you running around saying, look, I got to tell you this. It's just that whole, like, we about to be in a relationship. Hey, I had bitches in the past. Like, I just really want you to know, like, I wasn't no regular nigga. Like, I wasn't just...
Because it could happen.
Yeah,
like, look, I just want you to know that if we walk in these places and these girls, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, I didn't have...
just giving them a heads up and it's just not giving your girl that uncomfortable feeling.
Yeah, like, I didn't had an uncomfortable conversation before. Like, I you know, we had this conversation, me and you personally. You know, I had to go to a party. Right. I had to let my girl know.
Right.
Because you know what? I'm not about to disrespect you.
Right.
We going to this party. Guess what, babe? Woo, 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 woo. That's what it is.
She gonna be there.
This is what it is. I just want you to really notice because I don't want no drama. I really want you to know, like, I respect you to the max.
Right.
And I respect the same from her. If we going somewhere, tell me too. And then it evolved to more stuff. You feel me? And I think that's the kind of trust and type of conversations you need to have with your spouse as y'all go further and further into your relationship.
Right.
If y'all can't do that, it's not going to be cool because then you always going to wonder what if or if this didn't happen. You got to ask those shits. You can't have that itch keep itching because that itch going to have you out of what's in like you got to live for right now, bro. If you can't live in right now, shit is out.
I feel that.
But that's my takeaway.
My takeaway is it kind of go a lot with what Gotti said. It's no way that we can shake the past. And like I said, is if I related the past people that you dealt with,
it's credit
I
scores.
related that to credit score because in all honesty it's the same thing. The credit score is giving you it's your financial decisions. Who you dealt with is your relationship decisions. You get what I'm saying? And the decisions is our makeup. Every decision that we made is what makes us us. Because even if it was a bad decision, we learn from those decisions. You get what I'm saying? And it made us a better person. So it's nothing that nobody got to be ashamed of. Like I said, I don't care if y'all think that we women bashing because that's definitely not what we doing. But yeah, it's not nothing to be ashamed about. Everybody's just, especially when you get into a relationship, as long as the honesty is there and as long as the trust is there, it don't matter what happened in the past. You know what I'm saying? I honestly feel that. I don't care I don't care what the body count is. I don't care what you then did on the first date and all of that. You here for me. I'm here for you. What's happening?
Yeah, man. Thank y'all for tuning into the Black Barbershop. We're going to be back next Tuesday on Taco Tuesday. Y'all have a great Taco Tuesday.